When the money goes, will the honey stay? When the gray skies replace the sunny day.
Well, someone who had a lot of time to have privacy to himself, Michael Vick. Anybody watching Another Night?
Yeah.
The game was amazing. So how do you think, I mean, the game was amazing. How do you think, like, when he caught the charge, the media dogged him out, no pun intended. And then when he's back, he had this amazing game. He just came back on the field after being injured. I mean, and the media is like praising him. I mean, the media can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. What do you think about how the media has been treating him between before the incident and now?
I mean, it happens with everybody. Like, same thing with Chris Brown. When he got into the altercation with Rihanna, all girls, the media had swayed everyone to believe, like, oh, I hate Chris Brown, I never want to see him again. And his publicist turned around and was like, okay, we're going to revamp you, we're going to give you this mixtape, and you're going to put out this video. And all of a sudden, like, he released this video over the summer, and all my friends were like, oh my gosh, Chris Brown is so sexy, did it. I'm like, wait a minute, you were just talking about how he's a woman beater, and you hate him, and you want to kill him. But now all of a sudden, you're a Chris Brown gung-ho. And I feel like, not that it's the people's fault, like, it's viewers' fault that they do this. It's just what the media does. They like to put people in the forefront and make fun of somebody when they're down, and then when they're up, praise them and get all this acclamation for, like, oh, look what we did for this person.
I mean, but isn't it okay to give people a second chance? I mean, like, women, we'll give a boyfriend 3 and 4 chances if he cheats, but then we see a star gets in trouble one time and, oh, we don't like them anymore, I'm not buying their records. I mean, what's the difference?
I mean, as an Eagles fan, I was not upset when they signed Vic. I know there were some people in Philly kind of upset about the decision, but I mean, it's a business. It's about football. If you are sponsoring a team, you're going to want the player that's going to give you the win. That's what you need. That's what you need to further your brand. So you need to think about where the money's going, and regardless of what Vic did, he's making that team money. Like, I mean, he's winning games. He's doing his job. His job wasn't, and I think also too, I think we put our celebrities on too high of a pedestal to think that they don't make mistakes, because they are regular people. And I mean, I'm not condoning anything that he did, but I mean, he's doing his job. His job is to play football. His job is not to walk dogs. Like, that's not his job. His job is to play football, and he's playing football, and he's winning games, and so he winning some games. Like,
and ESPN, they've been speaking on this for the past couple of days now. They said basically, he went to real jail. He didn't do like rehab. He didn't do community service. Yeah, he went to real jail. He served his time. He's showing us that after he got out of jail, he went to speak to different schools, to different organizations. He's actually showing us that he really cares. And the media, they still bring it up like, oh yeah, Michael Vick was in jail. And but Michael Vick also talks about it too. He says, yes, I was in jail, a couple months ago, and I learned from it, and I'm still trying to learn from it. And I don't know everything now. I'm here to learn because I don't know everything, and I showed you guys that I don't know everything. So he's showing us within these past couple of months that he's really trying to do a 360 with his life. I think that's what.
What do you think about the way that the media covers African American athletes and white athletes? I don't know if you remember the scandal with Ben Roethlisberger, I think his name. He got accused of raping 2 girls, not 1 but 2. And then he got a smack on the wrist. He missed a couple games, and then he got suspended. But then Mike Vick didn't really fight the dogs. He funded and went to prison. Yeah. So I mean, what do you think about the way that they cover black athletes and just black celebrities in general and white celebrities?
That's the same thing. What is that guy's name? So another football player.
Brett Favre. Yeah. I mean, like, people laugh about what Brett Favre did, but he was like, technically he's cheating on his wife.
Right. But TQ Barber, he cheated on his wife, and he's out there, and they, killed him.
It's like, you look at all of them. I know it's another one that I think it's LT or somebody like that. Somebody got in trouble with doing something. There you go, that one. He got in trouble for raping a underage prostitute or something like that.
Right.
And they looked at him, and I think it's still like in the courts and everything else like that. It's just like, I feel as